been given the baton from a former Liverpool midfielder to a former Liverpool defender in Arbeloa taking over at Real Madrid. But as Ben Jacobs was talking there about the player power situation it feels is going on there, you were shaking your head. You're not happy about that, are you, John?
No, I think it's poor. There's a video come out over the Super Cup in the last few days about, you know, the gap of honour in terms of Xabi Alonso wants to show the class that he has and what you expect from a top-class player and manager, and Mbappe's waving it as if like, we don't do that, we're not going to do that. You have to respect your opponent, be beaten, respect your opponent, yes, beat her.
And also respect your manager.
But respect your manager, yeah. So again, that's disappointing, but we don't really know what the ins and outs of it. But again, it feels to be that Real Madrid is more about what the players want and what they do with the president, which is different from what we used to in England and the UK. So, listen, Kylian Mbappe is a world superstar, but whatever is going on between manager and player, we don't know. We're not privy to it. But again, Xabi Alonso will come out of this a better manager, an improved manager, a more experienced manager, and he'll learn from it, and then we'll see where he ends up next.
Now, obviously, wait to see what happens there with Manchester United. We're expecting confirmation of Michael Carrick being through until the end of the season. It was interesting what Darren Jackson had to say after then speak to Brighton, when he talked about the fragility within the Manchester United team. He mentioned there was a lack of confidence as well. Very quickly, is that alarming that someone is talking about that so openly?
No, he's telling the truth. I know Fletch well, I know personally, I played with him in Scotland. He's an honest guy. He'll tell the players how he feels and what he does feel. He won't lie. He doesn't want the supporters to say it's something it's not. He's a Manchester United through and through. He's great experience. He'll have a massive learning from this. I'd like to see him stay with Michael and learn again. I know how much he's enjoyed his under 18's role. Speaking to him probably 4 to 6 weeks ago, and you know he seems to be enjoying what he was doing because he was on that journey, that path of coaching and gaining value of experience. But he's had a lot of different experiences over that short period he's had at the club. For 5 years he's been there as a coach, so it'd be great for him. But he's been a manager, so I can understand why he went for Michael instead of Dan.
And he was unbeaten in his 3 caretaker management games when he was previously in charge of Manchester United. So the Manchester Derby is on the TalkSport network this Saturday lunchtime as our Game Day exclusive. We've also got 2 cracking League Cup semi-final first legs to bring you. We're at St James's Park tomorrow night for Newcastle against Manchester City. That's live here on TalkSport. As is the London Derby for Chelsea against Arsenal there from Stamford Bridge. That on Wednesday, both kicking off at 8. Let's get you some reaction to what's happening here at Anfield then. Sam Max faces the tunnel with live reaction.
Yes, I've got Connor Harahan alongside me in the tunnel at Anfield. First off, shall we get to the nub of the issue? Do you think you should have had a penalty?
Obviously at the time I thought Stonewall, looking back at it now on the broadcast, he probably gets a little bit of a touch to it, but in my opinion he probably panics and starts dragging his shot a little bit, and you see them easily given. So yeah, look, I think it was a big decision at the time. It could have went either way. It wasn't probably as Stonewall as what I thought, but you could easily get there as well at the same time.
Overall, you must be impressed with the performance of your team. It was a really good performance from your side. What was the most impressive thing about it?
I thought the lads were outstanding. I thought the discipline of possession that I knew that they needed to have throughout the game. You know, I knew there had to be a big focus and concentration. You know, and suffer a little bit when we didn't have the ball, and they stuck with the plan from minute 1 to minute 90. Defended our box, blocked shots. You know, I thought we were just, you know, really impressive, particularly well with the ball from start to finish, stuck in the game until the very end. They're bringing on, you know, superstar after superstar. They had everyone on at the end of the pitch just in case we maybe nicked the goal on the counter attack. They wanted to make sure they get the job done, and then in the last couple of minutes we get a little bit tired, and obviously they scored a couple of quality goals. So yeah, look, immensely proud, and I think, you know, everyone involved in the club should be proud as well.
Your tactics worked really well tonight. You did have a threat on the counter attack, and that did unsettle them a little bit. It was different to the way you play in the league. But what do you take from tonight that you can take into your league form?
I think you know, how we defended, we probably in the league gave away too many goals. I saw tonight at a really high level the want to block shots, the want to keep the ball out of your net, the want to defend your box. I think we've done it so well, and if we can add that to our league play in terms of how we play and the goals that we score, I think that'll be a big improvement for us in terms of league results.
Reyes Cleary caused all sorts of problems for anyone who was playing in the right back position. They were totally around in the end, ended up doubling up on it. How much of a talent is he?
Yeah, really good player. Look, to get him in the summer. He took a couple of months to develop and get going because we got him from non-league. I've got a big passion to develop players, and you look at Reyes and Patrick Kelly and Jonathan Bland and these guys, and look what good players they are for the football club as well. But look, Reyes is obviously shining. He's an outlet for us. He's a great threat on the transition, and he always causes people trouble no matter who he's up against.
Big showcase for your young talent, big showcase for you bringing a team to Anfield. Adam Phillips scored at the top end, having come through the Liverpool Academy. A big night for him.
Yeah, delighted for Phil. Look, he's gone through the academy here. He's been on pre-season tours with the first team, and it was really something I had treasured for a long time to score. I was a little bit disappointed, if I'm being honest, with the player. I don't think he does that against Chelsea. I don't think he does that against Arsenal.
You're talking about Dominic Szoboszlai?
Yeah, that was a little bit disrespectful. I don't think he messes around with the ball like that in the 6-yard box in a big game. So, unbelievable for Philip, but a little bit disrespectful from the player, I felt.
Thank you very much for joining us. I appreciate that. It's not our hour.
Sam, thank you very much. Do stay tuned to the Sports Bar, so we'll bring you more reaction, no doubt, from Anfield, where Sam Matspace is in the tunnel. No doubt they'll hopefully bring you on a slot as well. But that is it for us this evening. China, thank you very much. Pleasure to have you with us. On the way, I say it is the Sports Bar. It's Jason Cundy and Jermaine Kennan who are waiting to speak to you. Get your calls into them 03717 223344.
Kick off on TalkSport with Ladbrokes. 18+GambleAware.org.
That's it. We need a bigger car.
Smart speaker. What's an award-winning SUV?
The Tucson is an award-winning midsize SUV and is available for a 24-hour test drive.
They look great, and it's a self-charging hybrid too.
Smart speaker. Search offers on a Hyundai Tucson.
The Tucson is available with 2 years 0% APR, and it's Hyundai, by the way.
Discover the Hyundai Tucson self-charging hybrid. Ends 31st of March. 25% deposit finance subject status. Hyundai UK is a credit broker, not a lender. Terms apply.
Aldi can't save you from that 6 a.m. boot camp. But they can save you a healthy amount on this Greek yogurt. High total Greek yogurt is $3.75 at Tesco, but Aldi's is just $1.99. Aldi, always finding ways to save. Sally, what was that site called? That wise guy. No, what's a fugazi? No, Sally, the site with the prizes. That prize guy. No, Sally, not meat potato, the cars, 250 grand cat. That thighs guy. What's that? Sally, doing cars, tech and cash for as little as 2p per entry. Just search that prize guy online. It's easy, really. The hardest part is remembering your name. Operating only, no purchase necessary. See website for details.
Whether you're screaming from the stands or the sofa, Virgin Bet has even more for you to shout about this season. Because we're giving you a totally free bet builder on any Sunday football match every week this season. Virgin Bet, a good bet. Use Bet Builder free bet on any match this Sunday, then on
It might be cold outside, but things are really warming up in the winter sale with red hot prices on our high-quality, fully built kitchens and fitted bedrooms. Right now, there's up to 60% off fully built kitchens and all bedroom units, plus up to 7 years interest-free credit. Made for making you feel warm inside, whatever the weather. Wren, made for living. Visit your nearest Wren showroom. Offer supply when you buy 5 or more kitchen units or 3 or more bedroom units. Finance subject to status and minimum spend.
It's a new season. The fans are back, and so is Coral's free reward shaker with bigger football rewards. The half and half scaffold shaking decisively for once. They've got their super boost. Next to that, the Ford Sandwich Brigade. Oh, they're shaking up a free bet after that free lunch. Play Coral's free reward shaker to win bigger guaranteed daily rewards and offers this season. Coral, we're here for it. 18 plus UK max one reward offer prepared today. 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Reward restrictions and T's and C's apply. GambleAware.org.
From Anfield to the Emirates, Selhurst Park to the Stadium of Light. When it comes to the Premier League, we're here for it. Every other game day, join TalkSport and Enterprise Rent-A-Car for cross-country coverage that goes above and beyond the call of footy. All essential pre-match insights, opinion and analysis from an on-location network of pundits and reporters. We're straddling the weekend action like a giant football colossus. Come alive on TalkSport with Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Whatever it is, we're here for it.
Grenade!
English football commentary. Kick off live on TalkSport.
evening, first sports bar of the week. I'm Jason coming alongside me. That's your main pen. Effectively, Liverpool 4, Barnsley 1 plus. All of the FA Cup games that have taken place this week. Plus, there's loads of pluses going on. Xabi Alonso has been relieved of his duties at Real Madrid. Manchester United fans, he could he? Liverpool fans, he could he? Maybe you're interested. Slot is on thin ice, is he not? 03717 233 Get your calls in to the sports bar. Let's start from the news sport.
Thank you, James. Good evening. Liverpool avoided a dramatic cup upset against Barnsley to make it reach the fourth round of the FA Cup with a 4-1 win. Goals from Dominic Szoboszlai, Jeremy Frimpong, Florian Wirtz and Hugo Ekitike secured the victory, with former Liverpool Academy product Adam Phillips getting Barnsley's solitary goal. Liverpool will face Brighton in the next round. Now, TalkSport understands Manchester United will announce Michael Carrick as their interim boss. After interview, the hierarchy opted for him over Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who was keen to take the job full-time. Our chief football correspondent Alex Crook says Carrick has good credentials as a manager, including his last time in the interim job at the club.
1-2 drew the other, beat Benty's Arsenal. And I think he did a good job at Borough as well, considering they were 21st in the table. Fourth that season, they made the playoffs. They finished ranked just missed out. On top of his last season,
where we understand Spurs have successfully hijacked Conor Gallagher's move to Aston Villa. Atletico Madrid have accepted a €40 million offer over Villa's loan with an obligation to buy. We're told Gallagher also favours a return to London over the Midlands, with a medical booked tomorrow ahead of a 5.5-year deal. But that's not the biggest news coming out of Spain today. Xabi Alonso's left Real Madrid. The club say it's by mutual consent. Despite winning 20 of his 28 games in charge, Ben Jacobs reckons some high-profile players have influenced the decision.
There's been friction in particular between Xabi Alonso and Vinny Jr., who's still to sign a new deal at Real Madrid, and a lot of players uncomfortable in what was the familiar formation, 4-4-2. Jude Bellingham sometimes played up alongside Kylian Mbappe. Rodrigo got limited opportunities.
There's more on all this at TalkSport.com.
TalkSport News.
4 NHS trusts in England have declared critical incidents due to high flu and norovirus cases, as well as complex A&E admissions. And tens of thousands of homes and businesses in Kent and Sussex are without water, some for the second time in 2 months.
TalkSport weather. Today's raining tyres in our centres, including top-notch brands like Pirelli. Visit your local centre or quickfit.com and book today.
Staying on Saturday night with further outbreaks of rain, which could be heavy at times. Some clearer spells, mainly for northern Scotland, where patchy frost and some icy stretches.
On the app, and on your smart TV. Supercharged, super confident, super strength, late night football talk. Dynamic and dazzling. It's the nation's favourite sports speakeasy, but for some reason, it's always your round. I don't believe it! The Sports Bar on TalkSport. And here we go with the main event of the evening.
Jason Kirby alongside me, Vince Rams. It's the legend that is Mr. Jermaine Bennett. Liverpool made it through to the fourth round of the FA Cup. Didn't make it easy. What's from a side? Giving one away. Is he taking the you-know-what? Had he been doing that against Man United, his own 6-yard box? I very much doubt it. Nearly backfired. However, Liverpool had 3 late goals. Are we now starting to see Florian Wirtz? But not my words, by the way. Liverpool's producer, Ryan, and my co-presenter here, Jermaine Bennett, saying he's bubbly. Is he? As well open. And Conor Gallagher has just been confirmed as a Spurs fan. What's your ex-Chelsea fan join Spurs? Absolutely disgusting. Spurs fan. Is this a drug? You need to turn your season around. Chelsea fans, how do you feel about one of our own going to Spurs? It happens every now and then. It does every now and then. It does happen. 03717. Double 4, and Xabi Alonso is now on the mark. Manchester United. Could you have Xabi Alonso as your manager? He's available. 03717 233 for Liverpool fans. They're thinking, do you know what? If things do go south, I'm going to ask Gemma. Yes or no? So absolutely. There you go. That's it. Liverpool fans, are you also worried that Madrid could go for your boy? Emery, 03717 233 Get involved. We cannot do this show without you. You are part of the show. No calls, no show. You watch us live on YouTube, Smart TV. This is the sports bar, right here. On Talksport. Hello, good evening, one, good evening, all, good evening. Yeah, I've been moaning today.
Yeah,
I've been moaning about how Barnes still
I played in the border league last
Yeah, yeah.
and actually I was getting kicked.
Well, you should be used to it.
Yeah, I know, but you know, I'm not 25.
You're not. Did you moan?
So I did. I took it on the chin.
Right.
And,
You're still fit, boy, though.
but yeah, yes I am. But you know, when you get kicked like that on that surface, you feel it the next day. Put it that way. Whoop it. I'm moving like you.
I know, when I move, that's how I feel every morning, right? So,
Moving stiff.
in 2 days' time, you'll be alright. You'll be able to function and walk, and, you know. I'm like that every morning, right? So,
Yeah, it's horrible.
have some sympathy.
I've got a lot of sympathy for you.
Yeah. But you're good and well, right?
Apart from that, all weekend's been good.
Well, listen, let's kick off. Your boys just turned over Barnsley. Comfortable in the end. I mean, some great goals we saw tonight.
Yeah.
Some really lovely finishes. Slumber side, my gosh, turning up, trying to back in the ball back to his goalkeeper's own 6-yard box. And it's like one of those you think, come on, don't take it.
That's literally what it was.
Yes, it was.
It was taking the, you know, the...
Yeah, it's all well and good doing that against Barnsley. But like I said, now, you ain't doing that against Man United.
You're not doing
Spurs,
that.
Arsenal,
You're
Chelsea, you
not
ain't doing
doing
that.
that in
Any
Premier League.
No.
Never mind, you know, that you mentioned. But I think it was against the squad. He probably didn't. There's no excuse for it. No.
What
If it had paid off, fair enough. But it didn't.
Yeah, but you know, there's no need.
Yeah.
It's totally unnecessary.
Should have just continued running on
Yeah, he's
the...
not going to catch it, right? What would you have said to him in the dressing room? I mean,
literally that. I would have said, listen, mate, what are you taking there? What's the mic for? Come on, be professional. If that's coming from me, you do something.
yes, I know, yeah, the sort of thing you might have done, right? But listen, you just backed them quite comfortably in the end. I actually thought Barnsley made a right fist of it, in all honesty. They didn't disgrace themselves. But I think the score on flat, in all honesty, took brilliant goals. There were 3 brilliant goals. But Strobel size open. And Frimpong as well, he's striped his left foot coming off that right hand side.
Yeah, and the...
And then Verts, nice little curler. Keeper, no?
No, it was out of reach. Great little flick from Akitike through the defender's legs. And then flying.
Are we starting to see? So I'm going to throw this out to Liverpool fans now. Because Verts has come under huge scrutiny, understandably so. One of the most expensive players, not just in this country, in world football. And he's taken time to adjust. I think there's a number of reasons as to why that was. I think probably not playing in his best position. Liverpool stuttering. I think collectively Liverpool have been pretty average this season. And to join the new team, there's been a lot of change up top of Liverpool. Huge change. Are we starting to see him and Ekitike now looking, from what I've seen recently, there does seem real synergy between them.
Yeah, I think he's starting to now grasp the Premier League. How physical it is, you know, English football in general. He's starting to grasp how intensely the intensity of it, and you know, there has been talk that he's been getting a little bit stronger, a bit more timber to adapt to the league. And we start seeing the fruits of the language from that. What I think that's his 3rd or 4th goal in the last 6 games, and that's what we're going for.
By the way, what about the mist? I mean,
Again.
that is just taking up.
It was a little bit of lack of respect of the opponent, of the opposition, which I think, if that's in the Premier League, he's not just standing in the he's
He put laces on that. Because the cross is so good, and he's in such a good area. Actually, it's just about making good contact.
Yeah.
He could have flicked his foot, as opposed to getting good contact.
But I think that's a lesson learned from both of them.
Yeah, and you can get away with it, like I said. Get away with it.
Because they could have. That could have cost them.
Potentially.
That could have, because after that goal, they got a little bit of wind in the set.
What about the penalty shout? Sort of like in the box.
I can't even read the discussion.
No, okay. Right. The reason.
I genuinely, go on.
Well, the reason it's a discussion is our very young man in the chorus was dying in the middle of saying it's a penalty.
No, but not just a penalty, a stonewall penalty.
Well, listen, from the first look at it, it does look like Sloboside gets his ankle.
Yeah.
And then you get another look at it, and it's slowed down, and he doesn't.
He has a touch on the ball.
Yeah, I know, but
that's not what they're raving about. That's
no.
what they're saying.
Okay, right. He definitely wins the ball.
Yeah.
What also happens, he definitely has a bit of his shirt. Right?
Yeah.
Don't look at me like that. Right? He definitely has a bit of his shirt. Personally, I don't think there's not enough. It's a contact sport. You know, you expect there's grabbing, there's pulling, there's all of that that's going on in and around the head, especially that. I don't expect that. On TNT, and of course, they had a bit of two. Was it with Joey Ennis? I can't remember.
Joey Ennis said no. He said it wasn't.
Yeah.
He said yeah.
But what clearly one man match, he was outstanding, by the way, on the left hand side. I don't know if anyone saw this, but the left hand side player for Barnsley was the front man match. He's the one that's got in the box. And the gaffer is absolutely gone crazy. I don't know who the hand is.
Because from his angle, he's not seeing from that distance as well. He's not really able to see that slide. When we're talking about foot, it's a slide. Yeah, the ball though. Yeah, yes, the ball. So an angle like you're not seeing that, and especially from the dugout.
Especially when it's running up the
Exactly. So you can understand why he's probably thinking it is a bit egregious that a penalty's not been given. When you slow down, when you actually see it, full credit to the referee for not giving it. It was ultimately the one.
From those, Gemma, if he gives, you can't blame.
No. Yeah, and that's
got you right.
And that's where you'd want VAR to intervene, but we know that no VAR is competition yet. So it was a good call, brave call, but for the commentators to be saying, you know, Barnsley should feel hard done by because apparently absolutely not.
Well, I think
when they see it again,
I think Coyster took that.
Chapel's that is more. It's with you and it's nothing.
That's what Coyster did. Anything you've seen over the weekend, those 2 seconds, for the reflected Liverpool 4, Barnsley 1. We're also going to ask Liverpool fans about Xabi Alonso, who's been relieved from his duties at Real Madrid, former Liverpool legend, of course. Slot is on. I don't know. You know, actually, am I being unkind by saying that?
That's the same pressure. There's a lot of pressure. I would say feel nice.
Okay. Well, how thick is yours? How many millimetres are we talking?
You could go.
Okay, let's say,
could go skating.
You could, but
possibly. If you want to maybe tracks and that, let's get happy.
Right, okay, further out. Let's see. I don't want to be staying on the looks like a cat's mark, right? So that's question is 03 717 22 Let's welcome Theo, the first caller of the night. Theo, good evening, welcome to the show.
Good evening,
yeah, you're the first caller, Theo. Make it a good one.
Yeah, well, I think for this game, it was very much sort of contrast compared to the game in the week against Arsenal. I thought Barnsley, all credit to them. I think all on the real system to it. I thought there was not very well, particularly those stages where they hit post within about 30 seconds or something like that. And then obviously Soboslai scored an absolute screamer. And then made that mistake after the second goal, which as you kind of alluded to, if it was in the Premier League, would you have done it? I don't think so. I think you're right. I think Barnsley in part played better than us, and then when we brought on work for like TK, completely changed the way we were too proud. I thought they were gonna, I think it's Cleary. I thought he was really good. He was scoring some issues. And then that penalty, wasn't much in it really, was there?
So let me know that you dealt with Barnsley, and they put up a fight, and in the end, the quality showed. Xabi Alonso is available now, certainly will be in the coming weeks. I would suggest in 1 second, right here, right now, the Scott's going to leave his post. But I've got a good friend of mine who's a Liverpool fan, and he absolutely would swap it right here, right now. Just wonder where you are.
Well, I think the one thing I would say is the performances have got to improve. we were a better team, but we were also more or less part of the bus with quite a bit of our game. For me, the performances haven't been convincing enough. So if we start losing games and we start losing games badly, then you've got to be looking for a lot and go, but the results aren't matching the performances at the moment. We are getting the results, but we're not playing well in those results.
And listen, do you know what? That's part of the beginning of the season, buddy.
It's getting away with a lot. You know, I think everyone touched on it. You can't continue going in that direction by trying to get last minute winners. You know, that's not going to. You're not going to maintain that. And you know, once they stop, then you actually saw where Liverpool were at. But it's right. The performances, like I said, they weren't on the beating. Got to be better. Be drawing. Again, a multitude you know, to draw at least twice, I remember what.
It's just providing chance, but that's the thing as well. Yeah. You're seeing other teams that kind of say,
no disrespect to Sunderland, but they, for example, we should not be drawing against Sunderland. Yeah, I get a stadium like this is a totally different little beast, but when you come to Anfield,
no, I get that. 03717 0244 was another Ollie is
Welcome, hi there.
Did you go to the game, Ollie?
Yeah, I'm just on my way back now.
Right, okay. I mean, I can hear you boys singing. It was I don't know how many tickets you had there, but it looks like you sold out the whole away end.
Oh yeah, sold out. I think about 6,000, if not more.
A good day out. I mean, you must be proud of what you saw.
100%. 100%. We played our absolute socks off. We were fantastic. Probably one of the best performances we've put in all season, and we still lost. I think Cleary is one of the best players, not just in League One. I think he's way past Championship level. If he's taking on players like Soberslide with ease, I think he's got it in him to go the distance. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to sell him, but if you wanted him, it cost you more than 10 million according to me.
I would have thought that he's a little pocket rocket, so lively, you know, and what impressed me is every time I got the ball, his first instinct, I want to try and get past the fullback.
Yeah,
that's his first thought.
He's got attacking intent, he's just unbelievable with it. He just wants to take everyone, wants to get into that box, wants to put a cross in. He's just unbelievable with it.
Which is such refreshing to see. As in, like, now you see so much, even in the Premier League, but more so in the Premier League, is that wingers tend to go down the line, chop back, come back inside, run into danger. Whereas sometimes it's just good to get old-fashioned wing play, get down to the byline, get the ball in the box, cause a bit of chaos.
Yeah, 100%. That's what you want, and that's what makes football fun, doesn't it? It's just that little bit of chaos that can get added by a misstep, a mispass, a misplacement, and then something. It's great, but yeah, overall, I think the rest of the team are putting absolute shift in. I think Phillips was fantastic in the first half. Vimal Jurgensen as well, he was fantastic. But I don't think anybody put in a shift that I can have any complaints about. Murphy Cooper made an incredible save as well. It was just brilliant to watch.
I'll tell you, when Spotlight made that mistake, it was 2-1. How did that feel to you guys? Scoring at Anfield, being 2-1. A little bit of hope started creeping.
Oh, 100%. And the hope was there. It was sitting in my chest.
Pa kad si uspio staviti prije?
Pogledaj ovega sada je vidio.
It was brilliant because we knew we were back in it, but we never really thought we were out of it. Does that make sense? We were pressing, we were attacking.
Neki počet.
I think you'd be very proud. Well, in the end, the quality. This is what Premier League sides do. You know, generally, towards the end of our shows, I saw that. Mine will be Charlton
Vidite, da recimo prijatelju moj, oko moj čampa.
It's the safe journey home where Liverpool beat Barnsley 4-1 third round. The FA Cup tonight. So that's a face of what's the top sport.
Čak cijelu li postavljam direktno u minu jebem se.
Evo ovaj početnik je dobio. Whatever ima ovdje. Kroz drvo sam opucao, bo.
Stani.
Jesi lijen za pucanje, to su drame.
Tuđa je cerada.
Ovo njega, on ne. Znao, tresao mene s pengarom kad doći. Samo što je ljen, ovo će trčat radija na klanja 3 metara.
Ko?
Ti.
Ja.
Znao on otre s pengarom, skidaj ti.
A ljepše mi je ono kad čim.
Pita Željka šta se najluve radio na početku. Samo nože.
Prigleda da sve ti jebem sve.
Ti meni jučer, ja tebi danas. Baš nas kući.
Prosti brud.
Pa, vidi ovoga, šuti i trpa mine. Gramče.
Šuti i trpa ti ga.
Ma trpali ga, trpa.
O,
I ne priča.
šta je to?
Ne pucaj, Bog te ne dokrvari.
Pa da me zakoljaš, jel?
Eto vidi, sad ti dobio metak. A bolje ti je nož moj nego metak. Beli, beli.
Even if I wanted to, I wasn't able to make a lot of changes compared to the Arsenal game.
More, one.
We could play in the same players, but keep in mind we had and have to play 9 games in January.
Što je, bo te Igor, kreneš u Split ili Lula?
4 players that are fit and have to play so many games in the
Ja sam ti, a šta sam ti ja Lule rekao? U ovoj mapi sam ti ja Partizan.
So yeah, it's a bit of everything.
Kaj ti je, no? Korak te jebal, gub ti došao tu.
Mlada partizanka, bombe bacala. Mlada partizanka, bitke vodila. Haj, nek se čuje, haj, nek se zna.
Lijepo pričate, nemojte se. Aj ba lijepo pričate.
Dobio.
Nemojte se da stavljati.
Dobio si ga ba Lule i ti, ja?
Ne, svaka čast.
2 kila su upajti, pa to nije 10 kila.
Tako da uvijek pucaš, ne bi imao skor, 7-9. Ili 4-25.
Šta jest?
Popucaj, kuriš, zašto trčiš na klanju, sam izgineš bez veze.
A glupa navika od glupa.
Još prije u tim nekim. Tako je grom jadan, on bi mene uporno zakuva ne ide. A kad puca, čovjek me nekad ljubi.
Ja, baća je. A grome pol metra prije tvoje mi nemam šta svoj ljudi. Prije sam lijepim kazom. Odruže, stavi minu i pol koraka napravim, eksplodira njegova mina.
Šta ćeš ti Ivice dobiti od Lule?
Bog te meter sa svih strana.
That's my note. That's what I've seen about the ball this year. There is a lack of urgency about the way you move the ball through the third and from left to right.
Ko hoće kilo Audi je u tvornju, na potvornju. Na onome znači.
Ivice, di je ovaj smrad? U žutoj kući. Nije više.
Jesam ti rekao, prijatelju, da nije više tu. Ja ga ubio.
Aha, ja ruka na prazno. Učam čorke.
Čorak je mama,
Ništa, laku noć, mam svima.
Hvala.
Sretno ime. Pozdrav, čao.
Ćao, čao. Ćao, čao.
Ćao, čao.
Ćao, čao. Ćao, čao. Vrsta pasmine. Ćao, čao.
Gledaj skor, podala mi. Ti kriticiraš, čovjek se sprda, boli ljubav, svaka mu čast.
Pa što je jebote, pa i meni zna biti tako. Aj jebote.
Da mi nismo takvi bili u početku, Bog se nema.
Ja došli tu da se družimo.
A ja.
Čito.
One more.
Grome. A nego ko je Bog? Ko će drugi?
Ja sam jednom tako Imotskog ispodnje stavili, kad Boga mi 3-4 ode Imotski ispodnje. Onda se zvao Hrvat, nešta jenda, sjećaš ovu? Da, kako ono, ime. Hrvat se zvao nešto i onda broje nešto treba.
Hrvatina iz Imotskog.
Kaže, kako me ubio čovjek snajperom, a 150 metara.
Čovjek uzme što stalno govori, kako.
Uzmi, ne vredi njemu. Možemo ti ne čekat da ti ono pod crveni, pa ne moraš čovjek čekat ako će nišani čovjek pucaj, Boga ti nekad pogodiš, nekad promaši.
Nema ga dugo jebote.
Nema njega, nema ni Ivana, gdje je Ivana, ne vidim. Ja to nikad ne čekam da se pod crveni, ja s tim ni ne igram.
Ja igram, pogotovo na daleko.
A ovo vi ste snajpera, primjer s number 4, ako trči čovjek moraš dosta ispred njega pucat, ne u njega. Onda promašiš. Sve to ima svoje. I ono na siguricu dereš, a?
Da.
Vidi ovaj truljon mak.
Ale dobio si ga.
Gdje pucam u nebo, jeb.
Ne u nebo. Zbog tebe bebo, pucam u nebo. Si rista guanista.
Možda. Kako si dobio nožica?
Nećeš biti tu, ja ti garantiram.
Nemoj. Nemoj Bog da ubijemo ovoga. Evo ga. Vidi ga. Kud si pošao?
Ne možeš se šuti.
Kud si pošao, krmeljivi tošo? Otišao sam po starmu.
Opet.
I see you lurking down there. I know why you're here. My mum said you come eventually, that you pick on either my dad or my uncle. That's what you do to old guys, right? Then with black men, you target them twice as much. Well, it's not right and it's not fair. And we're not going to let you get away with that. Not for one second.
Tamo sam išao dole malo po energiji.
Ej, čekaj, pa. Bravo.
It's a new season. The fans are back, and so is Coral's free reward shaker with bigger football rewards. The half and half scarfers shaking decisively for once. They picked the Super Booster. Next to that, the Broad Snappers Brigade. Oh, they've shaken up a free bet after that free to win bigger guaranteed daily rewards and offers this season. We're here for it. 18 plus UK max one reward offer for players below 8 AM to 8 PM. Reward restrictions and T's and C's
Come ćemo se pomiriti? Daleko. To voda znači da će spaziti.
No stopping. Conditions and geographical restrictions apply. The Australian Open is taking you to
Balvane, jebem ti mamu.
Ej,
Trči još, bravo.
I tebi sad ću došli.
Stao si na miru, bravo.
Sad mi bum došao, kume.
exclusively live on TNT Sports. Stream only on Discovery Plus or watch TNT Sports channels on EE, Sky and Virgin Media. Subscription required.
Čekaj, Ivice, tek me sporilo. Otrać se tako bao. Evo, kume, ja sam to sve, ajde pomirati. Pa na.
Gdje si stale krenuo? Stao si na minu.
Žiki pakela.
Ja sam preko mine, znači, gledaj.
A evo ti ovaj Saša, doručkuje čovjek mine.
Vidi ovog Saša Lozara, IB 8427.
And Conor Gallagher's move to Spurs. Not quite understands that Conor Gallagher will sign a 5-year contract and will have a medical tomorrow.
Oka Ivice.
Ko si ti prije tu, sad sam onog ubio granatom u rebu. Koliko si ti ubio granatom, ja bio buker. Bocio gore ubio gornicu. A jebem, mater, jebem ti, sad ću ti jebak, man. Še mu kaj? Karat se to buke. Ti se maki. Dobri privoljač, koljač, maki mi se služe.
Jebem ti.
Ja tamo ne okrenem kameru, on trči. On već oštri. Striker. On već oštri sablju. Dobar, perfektno.
Delighted for Phil. I thought, look, he's gone up through the academy here. He's been on pre-season tours with the first team. It was really, something extra for a long time.
O, Orka, legenda, stani.
Ma daj, debot, Isus, mater više.
I vitak je.
Vrak ti mater. Rak me rastepel.
Šta ovaj i8 neki breakdance izvodi na tom
Taj ti je čiternik.
Ma on je mudo moje desno.
Kuci grome pošao, ko tenka.
Cijeli sam ga baci granat i čekao stih.
Vidite tejca. Na vez biću i šamara.
Pere fiću.
Pere fiću.
Yeah, just don't do it. Don't take unnecessary risks. But even if it did come off, it was still...
Mršo tale s tim granatama, jebem ti bog.
Gdje govno?
To ti, aj bog. Realno imam sam jedan.
Yeah, I know.
even if it came off.
Jao, kasno sam je vidio, trčim i jebe.
A IB puši kurac. Aj, ček sa broda roka komutam. Klekni, lezi, tuku mi tragezi, traga, istarat van.
A izvodi neki break dance podaje.
Ajmo ga izbaciti.
Retardno.
Aj, glasat. Vor, van. Van ti si se.
Bog tebe, ja kontam kalašnikovi u rukama, ja svijem svojster. Jo. O, evo, nisam se vidio ovo. Kako se ovo vidi?
Ja čitao vrijeme čekam kad će izaći da vidim crvenice. Sad ski Saša Klizov.
Ovo sam gledao, Bog te. Bog ti majko jebo, on samo skoči za tega tenka sa s jednim metkom, on mene skine. A jebo te isto više igricu i sve u pičku materiju.
Pikaj ga isto. Dajmo pošti. Šta je sad igra? A ovaj ga nešto ne vidi.
Ujebo.
Ej, čekaj, Urka. Znam da je to tvoja tiska. Ne, čekaj, mi se samo kuće. To si čeko.
Looking back, I think it's probably the right call. I think it probably is, but yeah. I said exactly the same words as Conor O'Reilly, and I said that is disrespectful though, that from Stabile when he's backheeled it inside, it's on penalty area like that. It's disrespectful, that. Yeah, I mean, I was watching the draw beforehand, and it was Liverpool or Barnsley were first to be drawn out. Yeah. And I think, is it TNT Sports? I think they're a franchise. Yeah, and it's saying, Liverpool will play right. And I thought, right, fair enough, he's made a mistake, it's the first time. Yeah. But then he said it again, he said Liverpool will play right. And I'm saying, the level of disrespect, it's astonishing. We're not a Sunday League side. Do you know what I mean?
I kind of agree with you. I made that mistake a couple of weeks ago when Arsenal drew Crystal Palace, and I made the mistake of saying Arsenal, right? And I think there's just that thought process for Arsenal being lost place, and they did. And I think probably Darren Fletcher, he has kind of some bit of a brain fart, hasn't quite thought it through. I don't think there's any disrespect meant out at all.
Maybe that's just me being partisan towards my club, maybe, but yeah.
But you club though, I tell you what, they're going right down.
He's out of the map, keep him. Two votes, come on, kick him.